Hello, my name is Jason Lazarus, founder of Synergy. With me is Jane Ennis, one of Synergy's lien resolution subject matter experts and a team lead. Jane has worked in numerous roles within Synergy, gaining unique insight and experience related to the end-to-end processes of lien resolution, as well as the different resolution frameworks utilized by different lien vendors. In her current role, she oversees our department responsible for obtaining claim summaries from lien holders. Since she sees all lien types and understands the administrative burdens resolution places on law firms, I wanted to ask her to share her knowledge. Jane, given the burdens of lien resolution and what you've seen for yourself in terms of the administrative headaches, what types of liens are most appropriate to outsource to Synergy?
Yeah, a few different types come to mind. We handle Medicare, which includes conditional payments and Medicare Advantage. We handle Medicaid liens. We do ERISA and private, military, and hospital and provider liens as well. And with Medicare, traditional Medicare, comes with its own strict guidelines and dates that are really important to meet. They have arguments that you've got to make pre and post demand, and they really don't, change their mind once those deadlines are met. And then with Medicare Advantage, those can often be missed because the billing statement you might have can indicate that Medicare paid, and then traditional Medicare comes back at zero. We really like to tell our clients we've got to look at Medicare Advantage. That's likely who paid. And then something like ERISA and private liens, those are both handled by various vendors like Rawlings, Optum, Conduent, and they all have their own little distinct ways that they handle those files. And with ERISA and private, it really requires a deep understanding of the plan details, and they can often be misrepresented by the lien holder, which is really important because they can act like they're deserving of full reimbursement when really they're not. And then something like Medicaid, we see those in state Medicaid as well as MCOs. And so state Medicaid each state has its own set of regulations that it follows. So every one of those has a different argument that you should make depending on the state you're in. And then something like military liens, each branch handles their liens very differently. And honestly, the burden is probably the waiting period. They take so long to receive. They're very difficult to get a hold of. So that's something that definitely feels like outsourcing instead of wasting your time to get those liens. And then finally, hospital and provider bills. Those can be very different depending on each provider. And a really important part of that is to even confirm that there is a lien. Sometimes they say there's a lien and it's really a debt, and that just comes with completely different responsibility for your client. So it's important to make sure you have all the facts on those cases before you get involved in them.
So in a nutshell, the types of liens that are appropriate to outsource to Synergy, Medicare and Medicaid, given all the complications and nuances with those lien types. You've got ERISA plans, which can be very difficult to negotiate with. You've got FEBA, federal employees, military, hospital and provider liens. All of these liens have complications, and dealing with the administrative burdens of that is why outsourcing to Synergy makes so much sense. It can save your firm time and money. Instead of dealing with the hassles of lien resolution, partner with Synergy and leave the resolution to the experts.